Now, back to Silver Moments with Dr. Marcia Baltimore.
Thank you for listening, and we have 10 more minutes. I hope you'd call me up. 1-800-336-2225. We'll love to have your call. I want to talk about how when we were young children, we received messages from our family members relating to our relationship to each parent, and especially the one of the opposite sex from ourselves. For example, if your mother was a petite woman and your father was really big, if you were the girl, you would find a tall man who's big, probably. And if you were the guy, you'd find a petite woman because you liked your mother being petite. I mean, that's just a simple example, but it does cross over to later life. Now, sometimes people protest against what their parents looked like. And you have to watch out for that. Why are they doing that? So it's amazing to see that there's a resemblance in some way to the mate you choose and your opposite parent mate, opposite to you in sexuality. So it's a catch-22 situation, and it operates inside your marriage. When we were little, we received messages about sex from our families. And if we were lucky, we enjoyed the messages, and they were positive. Sex is fun, sex is enjoyable, sex is good. But if we received negative messages, something was wrong. Nice girls don't, nice boys don't. It's a sin. Body odors are bad for you, and so on. So Helen Singer Kaplan, who I've mentioned before, she talks about reinforcing positive messages from inside the family. She wants you to equate the sex with joy, not sin. So if a child is programmed to say sex is sin as a young child, it's very tough to unglue that when they get to be 24 or something and ready to get look for a mate. So that attitude has to be handled by the two young people that are maybe going to get married. One has a different feel on sex. One says it's sin and one says it's joy. They have to iron that out somehow before they get married. So I would recommend you two kids who are going to get married, talk it over first yourselves. Who's for joy and who's for sin? Why are you for joy? Why are you for sin? And then go to a clinic and talk it out in front of a psychologist or an MD or a minister or a rabbi or a priest, whatever. I recommend a minister or a rabbi if you're heterosexual and not a priest if you're heterosexual. But you have to do what you want to do and see if your mothers and fathers, on both sides of the family, approve of it, because you don't want to walk into a marriage with your mother and father on both sides telling you what to do. You want to run it. This marriage is yours, not theirs. And so settle it before you get to the altar. What are you going to think about? What are your parents going to say to you? Aren't they happy you got this wonderful mate? That's what you have to think about. Thank you for listening.